Whether you are dealing with being mildly depressed, struggling with being more moderately depressed, or even facing being more severely depressed, often when we are struggling, there are things that we do or don't do that can really make things worse. Now, we're not intentionally doing them to make it worse. Oftentimes, these habits are just things that we pick up, or there's just subconscious things that we are doing that can actually make things worse for us. I'm going to talk about 3 big keys that most of us do when we're struggling with being depressed, and I'm going to talk about what we all can do to stop it naturally. If you are new and this is the first time we are connecting, my name is Wright Chase, and I am the author of the book, Become Your True Self, 5 Proven Techniques to Overcome Your Fear and Shyness. My number one passion is to help individuals overcome their limitations in life. Limitations like fear, stress, anxiety, failure, frustration, and turn it into confidence, courage, success, because you deserve to be one of them. If you like what you hear, subscribe to my channel and click the bell to get up-to-the-minute ideas you can use each and every week. So let's get back to this being depressed feeling, which really gets in the way of us liking ourselves in our lives. The first key, and this is probably the biggest one, and the one of the most harmful ones, is that when we're struggling, when we're suffering, when we're dealing with those big black clouds of being depressed that's around us, that we beat ourselves up. We criticize ourselves, we judge ourselves for struggling in the first place. And then, on top of it, we're telling ourselves that we are weak, that we are pathetic, that we are a loser, that we're no good, that we stink, whatever it is, that we beat ourselves up. We get mad about ourselves for feeling bad. If somewhere in our minds we think that we can shame ourselves into feeling better, that maybe if we're mean to ourselves, then we will snap out of it and all of a sudden we will be happy. How does that make sense? Being mean to ourselves for suffering and struggling, that's actually going to make things better. We really need to get a handle on this one, and here it is. We need to have self-compassion. Instead of judging and criticizing yourself for various inadequacies or shortcomings, self-compassion means you are kind and understanding when confronted with personal failings. After all, whoever said you were supposed to be perfect? Nobody. I repeat, nobody is perfect. By the way, comment below and let me know if this resonates with you. I do check on comments and will respond to as many of them as possible. Now, the second key is that we use our feelings of being depressed as a reason to not to do anything. We tell ourselves, I don't feel like doing it, so I'm not going to do it. But studies have shown that doing things, even if we don't feel like doing it, or doing things that typically we would enjoy or that we used to enjoy, that used to make us happy before we were struggling with being depressed, works wonders. So we need to get out of bed. We need to get out of the house. We need to do those things. Now, I know that it's not that easy, and I'm not trying to be bossy or judgmental, that you just need to go do it, but chances are it's not going to make us feel worse or more angry, or more frustrated, or more discouraged. By giving ourselves an opportunity to get out of our comfort zone, even if we don't feel like it, at least at the end of the day, we'll be able to say to ourselves, good for us for trying. Good for us for doing something good, for getting up and doing it, even though we didn't feel like it. And odds are we will feel a little better by getting our mind off of whatever is depressing ourselves. Now, the third and final key is a little bit of the opposite, and that can be trying to do too much, too fast. So finding that balance. It's not about going from 0 to 100 and trying to take on and do everything that we could do before we were struggling with being depressed. It's not about trying to do it all. It's about trying to do something or some things or one thing, but not trying to do it all. Because if we try to do it all, if we try to show up in our lives and in our days, doing everything that we could before we were struggling, we are actually going to get totally worn out, totally exhausted, feeling really discouraged and depleted, and almost beaten down by the end of the day if we try to do too much. And that's how you usually get depressed to begin with. So taking things in stride, taking things one step at a time, pacing ourselves will make us feel good again. So stop being depressed is not an easy one. This is not one that we can just take lightly, that we can't just get over it, that we can't just decide that we're going to feel great and then all of a sudden feel great. It's complex. It's deep. There's a lot going on with us when we're struggling with being depressed. But I also know that there are some things that we can be doing, some small things that we can be doing that over time will have an impact on us, liking ourselves in our lives again, naturally. By the way, I have put together a free tip sheet called 11 Tips to Manage Your Stress Naturally. It's free of charge, my gift to you. It will help you feel more calmer and more grounded. Just click on the link below in the show notes. It's quick and it's an easy read. And if you like this video, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe and share it with somebody that really needs to hear this. Thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.